Yeah, we're switching now to cricket for this segment of the SportsMax Zone as we make our way around the Caribbean to bring you the latest from the penultimate day of the 2025 season of the Cricket West Indies 4-day championship. We begin with the title decider at Queen's Park Oval, where Amir Jangu's even 50 led Trinidad and Tobago Red Force to 101 for 2 at stumps in their second time at bat, still 122 runs away from forcing the Guyana Harpy Eagles to bat again. The Harpy Eels had earlier added 194 to their overnight 269 for 5, building a first innings lead of 223 runs before it being dismissed for 463. Kemo Paul, who resumed batting on 47, led the way for the defending champions with a shot-filled 93 against Cara Pierre's 4 for 119. Pierre, the leading wicket-taker in the tournament. Meanwhile, the combined campuses and colleges defeated the Jamaica Scorpions by 5 wickets over at the Sir Frank Worrell Memorial Ground in TNT. First innings Centurion Shakir Paris returned with an unbeaten 85 in the second to lead CCC's chase of 149 as they got to victory at 153 for 5 in 38.3 overs. Earlier, the Scorpions' captain John Campbell, who had retired hurt on day 2, converted his overnight 33 to a quick-fire century, 104 from 112 deliveries to lead the Scorpions to 342 in their second time at bat. Let's move on now to Warner Park to give you an update on what has been happening with the game between the Leeward Islands Hurricanes and the Barbados Pride, who were responding to the Hurricanes' 444 for 9 declare. The Barbados Pride finishing on 315 with big scores from Matthew Ford. He got 120 from 146 deliveries, and Kevin Wickham scored 74. Kyle Mears made 33. This against the bowling of Justin Graves, 3 for 36, and O'Shane Thomas, he picked up 2 for 86. There was also a 2-wicket haul for Rakeem Cornwell. He picked up 2 for 35. Now the Leewards in their second innings have fallen to 31 for 4, and they are in a spot of bother there. All 4 wickets going to Ramon Simmons, who has picked up 4 for 13 from 7 overs. So impressive stats there for Ramon Simmons, and the Hurricanes under a bit of pressure there against the Barbados Pride. The Leeward Islands leading Barbados still, though, by 164 runs with 6 wickets remaining. So that match looks as if it's heading for a result tomorrow. So great action there. We have a disturbing story, though, coming out of the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force game against the Guyana Harpy Eagles, because we understand that the ball was changed after the 23rd over of TNT's second innings, after the umpire suspected that the Guyanese fielders had altered the condition of the ball with a foreign substance. Now, that is very, very contentious, and I wish we could hear more about this, Donald, because this doesn't look good. And if the umpires have intervened, and if they had changed the ball, it appears as if they are convinced that something wasn't right.
I'm sorry, aren't they called the Eagles?
What are you saying? What are you saying, Oliver?
Talons, guys, talons. That's why the ball was tampered, obviously.
Yeah, but they said it's a foreign substance.
A foreign substance.
So.
You know, when you know more details, we'll probably make the proper comment on it. But there has to be some proof to determine what kind of foreign substance.
On the face of it, you know, the less said about it from here, given the fact that we haven't spoken to the umpires or anything, would be the better. But if the umpires have changed the ball,
right?
You know, balls can get, you know, damaged for different.
For sixes, for hitting.
Yeah. So I'm not sure why we're getting the story that there's an accusation, it seems, from the Red Force that the Guyanese tampered with the ball. As I said, the umpires have made the decision. Is that Chris Taylor? Taylor
Yeah,
looks as if he's one of the umpires here.
Oh, well, we can call him right now then, right?
Our good friend Chris Taylor. So I know in his professional duties, he may not treat us like our friend,
Right,
but
of
he'll be
course.
professional about relaying what has happened here. But I'm anxious to have a word with these umpires to get some more information on this, because if a ball is damaged, we see that in cricket all the time.
All the
It
time.
may not be something nefarious, but we are getting word that the suspicion is that it was, which it's a heated match because it's a title decider between the top two teams, and this game decides the championship.
Aren't we usually the dramatic people, though, because we would always lean to that suspicion? But the thing about these issues is the fact that how many cameras are there? At best, 2, 3 cameras are there as part of the coverage. We're never going to know.
Yeah, you see, the problem I have here is that the report we got says that the umpires suspected that the Guyanese fielders had altered the condition of the ball. That's the report we got, that the umpires suspected that. So,
As in, okay, that's interesting wording.
yeah.
It may not be accurate wording, but it's interesting wording, because if there's suspicion, there would be something that would have been that would have made them aware
Yes.
of it. We're talking about the timeline when they would have suspected something.
Yeah. See,
Was there a particular movement that was done with the delivery of a ball? Why they would have inspected it? Was it after?
Yeah, evidence here that players are pulling their pockets out to make it clear. We just saw Kevin Anderson pull his pockets out to make it clear that he has nothing in his pocket, because it has been known in cricket before that players will keep things in their pockets to alter the condition of the ball. This is a very disturbing story, and one that we've got to follow when the new week starts, when the championship ends, because if it is that the umpires can confirm, given the evidence they have, that there was some ball tampering here, then I guess some punitive action would be on the cards for the Guyana Harpy Eagles. If it is that it is confirmed, and from an investigative standpoint they can prove without a shadow of doubt that the Guyanese were guilty of corrupt behavior on the field. It's sad to hear that, because I have never felt that the Harpy Eagles played unfair cricket, and I am just anxious to hear what comes out of this story. But it clearly was an issue. We saw a standoff there, if you want to call it that, between players and umpires, players talking to the umpires and defending their position. But I guess when this match is over and the weekend ends, we've got to do some more investigative work on this story, and let our viewers know what's happening with this match. Harpy Eagles against the Red Force in the tournament decider. We'll be back to put the wrap on the show after this, because we have our interactive segment, which includes our SportsMax class moment. Back in a moment.